Luigi's gonna have a hand chopped off, and it's gonna be a scene that shocks the world.
Parvinator.
The Parvinator.
Family computer.
You saw the news, right? There's been announced a sequel to the Mario Brothers movie. Now, some are saying that this isn't exactly that it has to star the Mario Brothers, that it could be a spin-off, that the wording has been ambiguous at times. I don't know what to think. At press time, I couldn't really figure it out. But this is big news, huge news. Obviously, I think Nintendo is doing a lot better. In fact, they've even reported that they've been doing a lot better since the Mario movie financially. Nintendo, we saw that headline a while back. Should have pulled something from this, but that they're the richest company in Japan by some measures, and when you don't include, or when you exclude some companies that have just like a lot of debt, which Nintendo does not have, they're on top of the heap. So they've got some money. This has been helping Nintendo out, and I am a bit of a fanboy. I want them to hire some folks to make some banger games. So with this second movie, right, this is big stuff, and it's got me thinking about how with second movies, you really got to come out swinging. You know, the world is already mostly built. You just have to expand upon it. You really need to both add new characters and really dive in more, add some roundness to the ones you've introduced us to. I think it's time for a sequel that, just, again, comes out strong and maybe shocks audiences a little bit. Sometimes they need a bit of shock, right? That keeps them coming in. You're probably thinking of all kinds of sequels right now that, who knows, maybe you even have fonder memories of those sequels than you do the OG IP. Who knows? Love to hear your thoughts in the chat. I can get to them after I, cover mine here. Check it out. Look at this. Here we go. I was thinking about this, and one of the sequels that comes to mind for me, for sure, TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, right? And I could have gone a lot of ways with this one too. We already have mushrooms, poisonous mushrooms, fire flowers, etc. Power-ups, things that can make you powered up, right? But I decided to go with the Super Shredder angle on this, right? And if you think about this, if we have something in this new Mario movie that includes a villain just getting really, really big, right? Just huge after possibly ingesting something, or touching a star, we'll figure it out, right? I'm just spitballing, but like something really big, something big enough to, like Super Shredder here, knock down a pier, start knocking down the supports for this pier, and just knocking the jetty down, nearly killing the turtles, right? It almost got it done, which makes for a great movie. There's a fake out for a second. You think they're toast, you think they're turtle soup. They're not, right? Now, this has been done before. This is not a stretch for the Mario series, okay? This has been done before. We've had Giga Bowser, Super Bowser, I was even seeing. I sometimes I don't know the proper titles for it. I'm just like, that's a big fucking Bowser, and like, I've seen big Bowsers. This is not a stretch for the Nintendo lore. I think it fits right in. So, yeah. Side note as well, the person that played Shredder, right? Super Shredder, Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, a wrestler, right? Big Sexy, aka, right? He played Super Shredder, and him being a wrestler, that's been done before with the Nintendo franchise as well. Captain Lou Albano as part of the Super Mario Super Show. So, I'm just saying, again, not a stretch of the lore at all. Easy, right? We hire some kind of wrestler. Sadly, Captain Lou isn't available at this point, but we do what we can, right? See who we can get in there. Maybe get a wrestler to play some kind of the villain role, maybe Bowser when it just goes off, right? Ichigo says they should send Mario and friends to space across galaxies, full multiverse with Kirby. Okay, right, easy, right? At this point, Mario's traveled between galaxies. You know, time and space. It's easy.
Wow, Mr. Sarcasm.
No sarcasm.
Game over.
There's I think it's just, that's an easy fit. I love it, Ichigo. And with that, I mean, there's no limits with that, right? You can go any way you want to with the multiverse, and you can make 1,000 movies. All right, next up, another big franchise, one that I'm a fan of, Star Wars, right? And you think about the second Star Wars movie of all time, and no, not Attack of the Clones, but Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. And one of my favorite movies of all time, for sure. Come on, it's amazing. And what a sequel, you know? What a sequel. Now, what are some ideas we can get from this one? Again, so many different ways you could go. Right? Maybe we're going to have an older character that sort of speaks backwards or something, you know, and is kind of the wise teacher. It's like an old toad or something. I decided to go with losing a limb. One of the main characters, I think, we could really spice this thing up if one of them loses a limb. And you know, that gets you to thinking, right? Who's it gonna be? Okay, and the impact's got to be big. But I'm thinking, as Luke Skywalker lost his hand here, I think one of them has got to lose it. And the more and more I think about it, I think Luigi has to lose a hand.
Mamma mia!
Luigi's gonna have a hand chopped off, and it's gonna be a scene that shocks the world. But the world is gonna see him get that hand repaired. Okay? And what he's gonna be able to do after this is unlimited fireballs, right? No, he doesn't have to touch a fire flower. It stretches a long way. He had one yesterday. He's still got fireballs, right? It's powering that hand. And, you know, he's good. Does he even need to eat it? I don't know. Again, maybe that's it. Maybe he doesn't even need to eat the fire flowers anymore, right? Just unlimited something his own type of fireball / flamethrower. And yeah, come on. He's at that point. You got to have him on your team. You know, you got to have him out there against Bowser. So it could be a Buster Cannon. And that could get into Dr. Light could be the one doing the surgery. Right? I like it. Now, another thing you can take from these movies are the familial issues, the daddy issues, the mommy issues. Right, it's tough, and even this is already clearly in the lore, right? With Bowser Jr. And thinking that Peach is his mama, or at least, you know, he comes clean later to say he didn't necessarily think that, but I think he wanted to manifest that, and he wished that it were true always. And you know, maybe the jury's still out on that whole thing, but clearly this situation is messed up. I don't know what Bowser had been telling this kid prior to that, those moments in Super Mario Sunshine, but it's a lot, right? And I just hope that Bowser Jr. can, you know, turn out okay. I'm worried. I don't think he has much of a chance, but it's not just because of this situation, but because he won't turn away from it either. He keeps just refusing to ever, you know, I don't know. It's tough. He keeps making that wrong decision. So, yeah. So what can you do, right? So you go for some kind of sibling relationship here. I don't know if it's a new one. I don't know what we're going with existing characters, but hear me out on this, right? I'm thinking maybe what could it be, right? There's a third Mario brother. You know, there's a third Mario brother in there. Maybe Wario actually is a brother the whole time. Maybe one of them, Peach, they find out that Mario is actually like a prince of the Mario Kingdom. You know, like that's getting a little crazy, and I feel like it's straying away. You know, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make me that comfortable. You know, might be getting a little away from that nostalgic center. You know, but you really gotta kind of think outside the box for these. And I thought, what better way to think outside the box than to kind of just get a little bit of inspiration from some of these franchises that just really fucking killed it with a sequel. And yeah, so Ichigo said Wario and Waluigi as evil clones. I do like that. Yeah, okay, evil clone, right. Are they, and they're coming to terms with their existence too, right? There's definitely a there's a similar, you know, kind of a Final Fantasy IX thing with Vivi, you know, and his existentialism. I like it. Yeah.
Game over.
All right, guys. We're up to 5 viewers, and that means one of them could be like a Nintendo exec or producer or something. You never know. So, that's what I'm saying, Ichigo. If you're listening, you got a room full of folks here that are pretty much making your job easy.
The Parvinator.